Welcome back to my YouTube channel, guys. And as you can see in the title below, I'm about to do a story time. And the story time is about when my house got burned down. Tragic story. But before I start this video, please, I'm gonna give you some time to subscribe, like. At the end you can comment, or in the middle, whatever you want to do. But let's get into the video. Okay, so this story started off pretty, like, kind of funny, but I was in 8th grade at the time, and this time I was so childish. Like, I was doing foolishness all the time. I keep playing. I was so rude. But this time I was in the classroom with my friends, and we were mocking. We were like acting like people going into spirit and everything. So yeah, so we start getting a spirit, and Jesus said,
God, you want to stop you. God, why you want to stop him, sir? God, are you not?
yo, we were playing a whole church that day. The same day, like the next day was supposed to be an event going on at the school, right? So the day we were just acting a whole fool. And the next day was supposed to be an event at Kingsway. Hi Kingsway students, hello. Yeah. So yeah, and all the students that usually go Kingsway, big up on yourself. Yeah. Would make my life. Was so funny. Like, you guys are so funny. The same evening, when they are a all fool, and yeah, I play a church and this and that. When I go home, ready here, I take out my clothes, cause I want to be a hot girl the next day and thing. Yeah. I ever mash up the place, man. None of them time there. Yeah. So, so the day I went to, like, when I went home, I went to sleep, right? I went to sleep and thing. When I wake up from a nap, I went outside on my tablet and everything, playing this and that. I was playing with my tablet. So I had my tablet and my phone in my hand. And then out of nowhere I started smelling smoke. So I'm like, probably some cigarette, someone has burn some cigarette or something. Or I don't know what is, just was still sitting there, because I was like, okay, whatever. I was outside, I could smell anything, whatever. So wait, by that time in the house, my little sister and my little cousin, yeah, where my grandmother was giving them a bath. So they were in there not knowing what was going on. And yes, I think so. Yeah, my grandfather was in the room sleeping. My grandfather was in the room sleeping, because at the time I lived with my grandmother and my grandfather. Yeah, so so all of a sudden I see my grandmother ball out or something like that. I can't remember, I'm not gonna tell any lies. Somebody smell the smell, or saw where the smell is, the burn. The fire went from my grandma's room. It started from there. I don't know how it started. Nobody knew. Just some mysterious things. Just some. Up to this day, I still don't know how the house burned down. Up to this day. To the day, yeah. We don't know how the house burned down. So don't ask me in the comment section, because I really don't know. So, knowing my grandfather, him more fretty. He's more the type of person that will worry more than my grandmother. My grandmother was on the roll. My grandmother went out of the bathroom, left the kids, but she did it because she wanted to know what was wrong. She didn't did it like some wicked thing. No, she was gonna see what the problem was. So all to say, she started fire and things. So me I say fire. Me I say, I wonder if I TV or something. So Me say, I wonder if on the TV or something when she say, no, like, I just never did think, like, I never knew what go on. You see it. And sorry if I'm not looking in the camera. I'm looking at myself, sorry. Bad habit. So, yeah. I know it's so hard to remember sometimes, like, because I try to block that memory out of my mind. But I know you guys want to hear this story. Yeah. My grandmother started taking notes some whole heap of things out of the house. The house start full of smoke. And my grandmother, no, my grandmother had asthma. My grandmother has asthma, and my grandfather, when my grandfather was coming out of the room, he fell. He fell because he was running out of the room. He fell, and my grandmother helped him out, right? So yeah, my grandmother start take up first thing me start ball out, about my Wi-Fi, cause me did want my Wi-Fi. Me never want my Wi-Fi for burn up. Me didn't start worry about, I'm a Wi-Fi. Or am I supposed to worry about other people? You see it? So let me tell you, so two other people lived in the house. My uncle and my cousin, my big cousin. The two of them was working at the time. My uncle worked at Sangsters and the other one worked at a bar. So they didn't know what was going on and everything. So yeah. So my grandmother took out the TV, like she had no, before that she went in the bathroom back for my sister and my cousin, and she have them, the two of us, like she have them like this. I'm for put it. She had them like this, and me I tell you, she had all one big old TV in her hand. Me I tell you, one big old TV she have in her hand with them two every picnic there. Well, of me, yeah. So, it was so sad, but when I look back on it, it kind of like a little bit of funny. I know it's not funny. But anyways, I know me I talk about. So, I see my grandmother start, she run out and things. So me get afraid now. Me first of all, me didn't have my school what me didn't know? I was in Kingsway's shirt, and I had on, and I normally wear shirts underneath my uniform. I did bathe. When I went home, I didn't bathe as yet. I just went for a nap. But I had on my Kingsway shirt and a tights. So I was out the veranda when everything happened. I was trying to go back inside. When my grandmother went, when my grandfather went outside, and my grandmother went outside with the two kids, yeah, I went inside trying to help to take out some other stuff. But the fire was like, I have chest problem, and the fire was like, I could not breathe. I was trying to take out my school bag right at the door, and I was trying to reach it and everything. And yeah, I was trying to reach it, but my grandmother insisted that she didn't want anything to happen to me, so she said, Whitney, go outside. So she told me to go outside, so I just ran back outside. I had my phone and I had the tablet, as I said, and everybody went outside. And like, we went through the gate and everything. At the time, a Kingsway teacher lived around the road from me. She lived on the block from me, and I had a best friend, not calling any name, I had a best friend that usually live up the road from me. She didn't know what was going on yet until like when things start getting worse and the house start burning down, and then people, when people notice some things, So I was in the middle of the street crying. Like, I was in the middle of the street just bawling my eyes out. My grandfather pressure went up the wall, like his pressure went up because he was like fretting. I'm telling you, he was fretting. He drive a coaster bus, right? And the coaster bus was inside of the house, like, He was inside. He usually park inside. So you know, so that bus they couldn't move because everything they had, the key, everything just left inside of the house. And we didn't want anybody to get hurt. Honestly, up to this day, I'm glad that this wasn't in the night because my grandmother loved to lock up the place at night time. Like when it reached 7 o'clock, I said she locked the gate. So my lucky say in the night time when I'm just glad for that. Honestly. So yeah. So I was, as I said, I was in the first, I was there. I don't know why I was, everything I take for a joke. I need to stop that. I was there in the middle of the street. Oh my god, my Wi-Fi. Oh my god, I was crying about my Wi-Fi. Yo. When I say I was I was there crying about my Wi-Fi box. Instead of me just did it. Anyway, so as I say, nobody never, the two people that lived in the house, yeah, my uncle and my cousin, they were at work and we had to call them. My phone, I don't remember, yeah, I don't remember what happened. I don't remember if my grandmother had her phone on, I don't remember who called, but I knew I had my phone and I knew I had my tablet. So yeah, the Wi-Fi was still, I could get the Wi-Fi same way. So I started calling my mom from abroad and telling her what happened. It started to cut off when I was talking to her, because you know when fire leak wires and whatever, you know that gun just gone, like that's not useful anymore. So yeah, um yeah, so yeah, some minutes went by, some hours went by, and it started to dark up. My friend and their auntie drive to my house, and they saw what happened and they were trying to calm me down and everything, and they trying to just make me feel better. And the teacher came and she, at the time when the house was burning down, she was just coming back from school. When school over, she was just coming home and she was walking on the avenue and see I was outside just crying. And she walk up to me and she said, Whitney, everything is gonna be okay. The school got you, the school's gonna help you out and the family. So honestly, what get me so mad is that we called, I'm gonna estimate the time. Say the fire start 3 o'clock. The fire truck did not come until like 5 to 6 o'clock. I will call them long time. People call them, will call them long time, and them just a reach. I mean, I tell you, that was just like, that just hurt my soul up to this day. Oh, them never come yet. Them a come when fire literally nearly out. Like, it nearly, I don't understand. I just not get it up to this day. But it is what it is. Them come and thing, and reporter come and them ask them bring me one side. You know, reporter stay them enough, and them start asking me what happened. I never in the mood for no chatting with nobody. So I just tell them say I just did out in the veranda or whatever. But I never tell them not to, cause them just did the whole situation was so overwhelming. I was not in the mood to talk to anybody. So the pressure fear, it was just a lot. We didn't have nowhere to stay. Until my grandmother's sister. She actually make us go to her house that day, and we stayed there for a long while. Honestly, no matter how high school was so hard for me and teachers gave me a hard time, and it was like my school, you know how 7 days school stay, like I don't know about any other school, but I don't know if they're alumni, some program or something that they could help out people in need. I don't remember what that was. I don't remember the word for that right now. Right, I don't know. So that and my teachers, I can remember, yeah, I can remember those three teachers. Like, they helped me out a lot. They came and they washed my clothes for me. And the Monday, you see, alright, you see, like, say the Thursday, it was in October. The Thursday, just said the Thursday it happened, and by the Monday, I'm back at school in uniform, shoes, school shoes, book bag, like, I had everything, but not everything that I need, because I knew, I lost a lot of stuff. I lost a lot of stuff, like a lot of stuff. But the fact that I could be able to go back to school was just, I appreciate this. I appreciate that up to this day. I really appreciate it. So those teachers were just, honestly, I give my heart to them 100 times, 50 times, million times 5, just, you know what I mean. But I love them. I really love those teachers for helping me out, and Kingsway High School for helping me out too, and my friends that actually was there for me. Honestly, my mom was so devastated because, she's abroad, can't come down to me at that point because she had to work. But eventually I went to America and get some stuff back. I got some stuff back to, like, I had to travel by the next, by the December. By the December, I traveled in no time because I had to get some stuff back. Here's the twist now. Like, this was just the most mysterious thing. Like, this was just the weirdest thing. And it, like, you're wondering how I got to travel, right? You're wondering how I got to travel. My sister too, how we got to travel and everything. Yo, I'm telling you, when they started investigating back at the house that was burnt down, they went, I know that there was a lot of money in that house. There was money in that house, and those firemen is gonna tell us that all those money went to ash. I knew they took some money, because where those money, the same money, where the money was, that drawer wasn't burned. And the fact that my grandfather knew where the money was, and that drawer wasn't burned, where the money gone? Where the money gone? Think we're idiot. Anyways, so when they investigated and everything, and my grandmother and my uncle, like, they went back to the house, right? When they went back to the house now, guess how we sit on wall and stick up together? My sister and my passport was sticking to the wall. Oh, those, like, that was weird. That really, that was weird. But we got to travel and got to get some stuff. We got some stuff. But the Monday when I went to school now. No. Backtrack. That same day, it's very, but that same day I got my period. Like, cause the things that was going on, the next day after the house burnt down, I got my period. And that day, I didn't have not even one. I didn't have any sanitary napkin at all. Is my grandmother's sister daughter have to give me cause I had nothing. I'm telling you, we had nothing. Everything burnt. Everything, even when we went back to the house and trying to get some stuff, all of it was burnt. It's just, yeah. But as I said, the teachers helped me out. I got to go back to school. When I went back to school, I was supposed to sing on they made me sing on the stage, right? When I was singing, I started to cry. Everybody knew this. Some people laughed at me. It is what it is. I was singing Break Every Chains and thing. I was singing that song, Break Every Chain. Yeah, and I just burst out into tears. Like, it was just so hard for me. Um, I was living in where Devon House is, basically near to Devon House. I was living near to Devon House at the time, and when some situations happened, and we had to move to Clarendon, and yeah, I was living there for a while, um, with some family. Yeah, was living there for a while, and like by I'd say a year pass or so. Is a year pass? Can't remember. You see me on dates? That will never work. But just know say we even my grandmother and my parents basically we found a house and we could get to that when I got the house I did not like it. I did not like where I live. I wanted to live back there because it really traumatized me. Like that thing traumatized me. Every time when I see a fire truck up to this day, it traumatized me same way. But it is what it is. I try to cope with it, and I try to cope with it all the time. So yeah. Moral of the story: do not mock God. I'm not gonna say God made this happen, but um, just whatever happens in your life, just know that things are gonna get better. Even though in the same moment you think say it now get better, but it actually gonna get better. Cause people usually call me hype, you know. People usually call me hype in a school and whatever. And even after that, me still there give. Like you understand? Me still there give people stuff. Like every time when them come, me are the most kindest person you could have ever meet. Even after this, you know, some people that's after all of this, I still was the kindest person ever, even though I had nothing. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. But I'm just saying, no matter what situation you're in, you're gonna get out of it. It's not gonna last forever. Okay, now it may look like that, as I said, it may look like it's gonna be forever, but it's not. Because God works in mysterious ways, and He's gonna work out stuff for you. Like we work out stuff for me. I'm not where I'm supposed to be yet, but I'm working towards there every single day. You understand? So this story is to encourage other people. If you have the same story that I have, but even worse, because in my story, people could have got injured, people could have died, like, but God saved us, and yeah. So if you liked my story time and you want more story times from me, please DM me in my Instagram. Yes, my socials are down below. So if you wanna like talk to me, or you wanna give me suggestions, or on any story time that you want me to do, or whatever you want me to do, I'll do it. I love you guys. Bye.